Freddie, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Basically, Freddie, you're probably wondering what the hell this call's about. So basically, it's just me getting a better understanding kind of where you're at, where you're looking to get to, and essentially just see if I can help you out today on the call. How does that sound?
Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah, let's get to it.
Awesome, awesome. So I mean, just building on, what we were kind of speaking about earlier, you were kind of telling me that, you've been working as a Sparky for the last sort of 5 years. And you were telling me that you were looking to get out of it because of all these things going on in the job. I mean, walk me through it, lad. What's going on?
It's just being a Sparky. It's good pay, but it's the times and stuff like that. Early mornings. I get back late,
Mm.
and it's. I just don't see myself doing it for the rest of my life.
So is it kind of just the time that, like, what do you sort of mean? Do you mind running me through that?
Yeah. So, what take you through my day, sort of like with the time?
Like, yeah, just like kind of what you mean by, you're saying that it's like early mornings that takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Just run me through it.
So I like wake up at 4,
Mm-hmm.
and getting ready and driving like 2 hours to site, uh, do my day, and then I'm driving 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours because of the traffic, all
Mm.
the way back home. And by the time I get home, it's it's just dark and it's all yeah. I just go bed straight away. To be honest with you, man, I just eat and go back to sleep.
So let me get this straight then. So you're waking up at 4 o'clock every morning, driving
Mhm.
2 hours to site. You're
Mhm.
essentially getting up when it's dark, and you're coming home when it's dark.
Yeah, exactly that, man. Exactly that.
Fuck. Fuck. So like, whenever you're saying that you're coming home and you're going straight to bed, I mean, what would you rather be doing as opposed to, coming home tired and jumping straight into bed? What do you feel like working these long hours is kind of taken
Oh,
away from for you?
I'd like to have a little bit of time to myself, just like I'd like to sort of relax a little bit, especially with my family. Like just
Mm.
have a little bit of not thinking of work the next day. Because
Mm.
because when I get home, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I'm tired. I best go sleep now, so I'm not tired
Mm.
tomorrow.
Mm. So kind of what you're saying, like even whenever you're not in work, you're also kind of thinking about it.
Mm, yeah, I'm constantly watching the time to see when
Mhm.
I should go bed.
You touched on as well, Freddie, like, you're missing out on like time with your family because of this whole thing, because you're coming home tired, you're jumping into bed. I mean,
Mm.
what has that sort of been like for you?
What has it been like?
Yeah, missing out on time with your family. I mean, what are you missing out on?
Well, like it's just casual stuff. Sometimes I'd just like to have dinner with my family,
Hmm.
but by the time I get back, everyone's already eaten, so I have to warm my dinner up, eat it
Mm.
by myself, and then I've got a young daughter. By the time I get back, she's already in bed, so she's already had dinner, already in bed, so I don't even fucking see her.
Fuck.
And yeah, the only time I can hang out with her is the weekends. But even then, like if we go out Sunday. Um, so we have a full day Saturday, of course.
Hmm.
But if we go out Sunday, like I still have to cut it short because I got to be up at
Yes.
4 a.m. the next day.
So it's taking away time during the week with your daughter, obviously, but then also
Mm,
at the weekends, you only get that Saturday because Sunday you have to go to bed early because of work on Monday.
exactly, man. Yeah, it's been tough. Yeah, especially because it's been 5 years of doing that,
Mm.
and I still haven't gotten used to it.
Hmm. And like whenever you're saying, that you're missing out on time with your daughter, essentially, I mean, is there like a missus involved there as well? Or you're kind of missing out on time with her, or what's going on?
Yeah, I am. Like previously, like I haven't had to wake up this early to
Right.
go to. It's just because it's at this specific site, which is quite far away. And
Mm.
me and the missus, I'd come home and we'd watch like a few episodes of our series together. That would be our thing, or we would at least have dinner together, or I'd even take her out. And I
Right.
feel like I can't really do that anymore.
Right. So you're missing out on just like the things that you used to enjoy doing before you started working these longer, earlier hours, is kind of what you're saying.
Yes, yeah, exactly,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. So like Freddie, would you say that's kind of the main reason as to why you're looking out of the job then? The time that it's taken away from, the people that you love. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, and I also think like even though it's all right money, it's not enough for what I'm doing.
Mm. So essentially time and money then as well.
Yeah. Like it's with all the labor and stuff and like that I do, and I got to deal with shitty people as well.
Right. So there's just a
All
lot of things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of little bits, but most majority is just the time.
Mm. So essentially this all these problems that are being caused then, you know, have you maybe looked into, maybe finding like a better job with, less hours, better money, something that would suit you a bit more?
Uh, well, because I've been working there like for so long, 5 years, I've become like quite, I guess, needed,
Right.
and I feel like I don't know. I just feel really guilty, but also I feel like I can't leave the job.
Why do you sort of feel like that?
Well, yeah, like I'm an important person in my job now, and I have to control a lot of people. Also, like I've got my
Mhm.
own team, and yeah, I just feel like if I leave the job, shit will just go sideways, and I don't think I could find a better job.
Right. So, Hans, just to clear this up and just for my own understanding, so are you kind of saying that because you have that like importance in that job, you've built up like this, status over the years. Obviously, you've been there 5 years. You're not gonna sort of get that same position, that same money if you jump to a new job. Then you kind of be like jumping back to square one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, man. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly how I feel.
So
I,
yeah, so you're kind of in this job, but you can't essentially get out of it because you would just be kind of backtracking your progress. You would just be jumping back to square one then.
yeah, I would be, and
Hmm.
yeah, I just think, what's the point in the 5 years? I've basically become
Yeah.
loyal to the company, and I'm hoping to get like a pay rise soon. I just feel like if I just go a little bit longer, maybe I get a pay rise, and then maybe I get moved to a different site, better hours for me.
Mm. I mean, Freddie, right? If you're kind of saying this, that you're in this job, that you don't kind of that you can't really leave because it would just be, backtracking the progress. It would just be, worse money essentially than where you're at right now. I mean, if you don't see yourself jumping into a new job because of the situation that you're in, I mean, how would you sort of best describe this situation then?
It's a bit of like a double-edged sword. Like at the same time, I feel like I have to do it, but at the same time, I don't really like it, and I feel like my family's more important than this job.
Mm,
But I'm sort of scared of making that leap and then starting back at square one, and then not having to. I can't provide for them. That would be scary.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, I don't really want to put words in your mouth, Freddie, but I mean, the way you're kind of talking to me here about this whole situation, I mean, it just kind of seems to me, anyway, I don't know how you feel about this, but that you're just going around in this kind of cycle that,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're saying yeah there, but I mean, why do you agree with me?
Like, yeah, it's a cycle. Like I'm waking up at 4 a.m. I'm waking up and it's dark. I'm going to sleep or I'm getting home and it's dark, and it's just constant, constant, constant. I'm dealing with shit every day. It's I can't see my daughter. I see my wife, but just I want to spend more time with them. I want to be that
Yeah,
father that's there, but also the father that provides. So that's where it's like a bit.
right. So you're in this cycle then of, you're going to work every single day and you're not essentially getting the time that you want for the people that you love. So, I mean, would it be safe to say then that you're not only in this cycle, but you're also stuck in it because you can't get out of it and go for a new job because you would be jumping back to square one?
Yeah, and with the money, that's where I'm scared about the money. Like,
Mm.
because if I jump back square one and the money's bad, then we can't afford what we currently have now, and it will just
Right.
go, and then it will take like another 5 years getting to that
Mm,
stage.
yeah. Just a big waste of
Terrible.
time.
Yeah.
Hmm. Like in terms of time then, Freddie, right? So obviously you've been in this job for 5 years. When did you kind of first start feeling actually, stuck? Feeling like you can't get out of it, feeling like you're stuck in this cycle.
It probably really opened my eyes, this site. So I've been at this site. It's a big site, probably about a year and a bit.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
massive, and yeah, it just I started getting in the routine of waking up at 4 a.m. and stuff like that. And at first, I was like, "Oh, this is nice, driving no traffic." At first, because I'm waking up at 4 a.m.
Hmm.
Uh, and then I realized, like, holy shit, this is like every day. And then it just got too much. Just got,
Mm.
especially with the people that I'm dealing with, and I'm like on not good hours of sleep.
Right.
It
Okay.
became really stressful environment.
So what you're kind of talking about then is like, you jumped on this site and that's kind of what made you realize that you are stuck in this cycle. Am I kind of right in saying that?
Mm.
What'd you say then for you, Freddie, right? Was it just specifically, you jumping onto the site that caused you to feel stuck, or was it that build up of maybe emotions of you feeling stuck prior to actually going to the site? And then, those emotions built up even more and surfaced as you did jump onto that site.
I do see what you're getting at. Yeah, I do. Maybe in a way, but that site definitely opened my eyes
Hmm.
basically for it. Is
Hmm.
that what you mean? Like, so I had
Yeah.
them feelings, but
So did
that
you have
site
them feelings
sort of,
before you jumped on that site? It's kind of what I'm getting at.
yeah, it was
But then did they really
stressful.
surface then as you did go to that site?
Yeah, it was always a stressful job, especially like I said, because I'm like higher up and I'm dealing with
Yeah.
people and I'm controlling people. But yeah, it didn't help with the lack of hours and the fact that I can't even see my
Mm.
family pretty much
Hmm.
now. So
Hmm.
yeah, it did rise up a lot.
And then from then, right, you're saying that it rose up sort of up from that point, right? So let's jump back to a year ago, right? And then go forward till now. So over this last year specifically, do you feel like that sort of sense of being stuck and all these problems surrounded by being stuck have got worse or have they got better?
They've got better at work because like the job's getting done, but it's still
Hmm.
stressful. Like, it's not first sort of fixings, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Like there's a bit of progress now at the job, but then it's still bad because I still can't see my wife and kids as much.
Yeah.
So
So
I'd say it's still bad. I'd say it's still gotten worse.
yeah, like I get where you're coming from in terms of like work, that the site has progressed, what the job has gotten better. But I mean, in your own head then, Freddie, I mean, has the situation got worse or has it got better?
No, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
And is that just in relation to your wife and kids, or is that just you physically feeling stuck in this situation that you're in?
Me physically feeling stuck because I'm scared for the next job now, the next site. I'm scared what
Hmm.
that's going to hold.
Hmm. So you're kind of saying, like you're scared of kind of the future then, of what the future holds,
Yeah, because I just feel like, what if the next site I have to wake up at 4 a.m. again, like,
or even earlier.
then that, or even earlier, like, or worse hours, or maybe even I have to stay away for like 2 weeks and come back
Yeah.
2 weeks. That's just, I don't want that. I don't want
Yeah.
that at all.
Because Freddie, right? Like obviously this is what the situation has looked like over the sort of like the last year, right? What you told me, the problem has got worse inside your head. But I mean, let's say we stay stuck in this position as a spark for say another year, another 2 years. I mean, break it down for me, lad. What do you think like the reality is going to actually look like for you then, for your kids, for your wife?
Well, my daughter's only going to get older, and I'm not going to see her
Mm-hmm.
still getting older. And my wife is definitely going to get more stressed and probably even sick of it. and I don't want her to be sick of it because we have a good trusting relationship,
For sure.
and I don't want that to end.
So if you're saying that she's going to be more stressed, that your daughter's going to grow older, I mean, is that ultimately going to result in you being more stressed than you already are?
Yeah, yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah.
Mm. Freddie, like, is that something that realistically we're ready to settle for in the future?
No, no, I picked this job and I waited 5 years to help my family out, but it's had the opposite effect, if anything.
Mhm. So if it's had the opposite effect, if it's only going to continue to have that sort of opposite effect, I mean, what do you feel like needs to happen so that we can avoid that essentially happening? You know, you becoming more stressed, you becoming more stuck than you already are.
Um, I feel like we need to change something today and move forward with something if you can help me with that, or just something needs to happen today.
Right. Okay. Whenever you say that something needs to happen, I mean, I'm not forcing you. I'm not pointing a gun, a gun at your head. Why do you feel like something needs to happen, Freddie?
Well, you explained very clearly and very well that it will only get worse if I stay in my situation. It will only begin to I'll only begin to get more stressed, and staying in this job, yeah, just isn't going to help my situation.